Namaskar, dear conscious community friends. Welcome back to the 43rd episode of the Ultimate Meditation Podcast. Today, we are talking about something every human being experiences: insult, rejection, judgment, isolation, being misunderstood. And if we are honest, sometimes a few words from another person can stay in the mind for years. One insult can disturb an entire day. One rejection can shake our confidence. One opinion can make us question our worth. But what if the insult is not always an attack? What if it is information? And what if rejection is not punishment but redirection? So let's understand this a bit deeply. Why insults hurt? Insults hurt because they collide with identity. And you can see through the motive behind the insult by the person. When someone criticizes us, ignores us, mocks us, or rejects us, sometimes it can have lasting traumatic effect on us, especially when such events are repetitive and intentional in nature, orchestrated to hurt us. But what if I tell you that these insults and rejections directed at you are reflections of the other person's core nature, and less so about you and your conduct? Wisdom is learning how to separate the information from the emotional pain. Insult is information. Imagine someone says, "You never listen." Now maybe they said it angrily, maybe they were rude. But instead of reacting immediately, ask, is there any information here that can help me grow? A conscious person does not become defensive instantly. They observe. Not every criticism deserves acceptance, but every criticism deserves awareness. Because even painful feedback can become a mirror. Growth becomes difficult when the ego treats every discomfort as an enemy. Sometimes life speaks gently, sometimes life speaks through friction. So instead of reacting the very moment, read it as a signal: whom to keep close and whom to keep at distance, what to accept and what to reject. It is easier said than done. It takes immense energy and courage to walk away or to speak up for oneself when wronged, especially when you are conditioned to keep others' interests first and are afraid of hurting their feelings. But keep the focus on yourself always and act with integrity and your best interest in mind. And then the best path forward opens up for you. That's wisdom and evolution, not selfishness. Spiritually, insult is seen as a test of inner stability. Anyone can remain peaceful when praised. But can you remain centered when misunderstood? That is deeper practice. Because if your peace depends completely on people speaking positively about you, then your peace is not really yours. It belongs to public opinion. True inner freedom begins when your sense of self is no longer controlled by applause or criticism. This doesn't mean becoming emotionless. It means becoming aware enough to respond instead of react. Now let's talk about rejection. Sometimes we get rejected by relationships, jobs, friendships, opportunities, society itself. And in the moment, rejection feels personal. The mind says, "I am not enough." But life is often wiser than our immediate desires. Many people later realize the thing they cried over was actually protecting them. Some doors closed because the timing was wrong, the environment was unhealthy, your path was evolving, something more aligned is awaiting. Rejection redirects energy. A failed relationship may redirect you towards self-discovery. A failed career path may reveal your real calling. A social rejection may push you toward authenticity and self-love. Sometimes life removes what no longer matches who you are becoming. An insult is a moment, but the mind can replay it for years. Rejection is temporary, but identification with rejection creates suffering. What if you stop treating every painful experience as a proof of unworthiness and start seeing it as an information for evolution? Not every insult deserves your anger, not every rejection deserves your despair. Some experiences are simply life refining you, teaching you discernment, resilience, humility, redirection, and self awareness. And maybe maturity is not avoiding discomfort completely, but learning how to transform pain into clarity. Because insult can become information and rejection can become redirection. Thank you for listening to me so patiently. I will speak to you next time in another episode. Till then, please take good care and best wishes. Namaskar.